Welcome back to another episode of the Finprov podcast. I'm your host as always, Finton Delicious Aloysius Smith, the host with the most man with the biggest arms, all the charm, dishing out the most harm. The man built from twisted steel and sex appeal. Baby, I can't contain myself. Thank you for joining me once again. Episode, what is it? 1, 2, 3 for episode 20. 20 of the best in the books. Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta be honest, 20 consistent and consecutive episodes of, in my opinion, high quality entertainment. I certainly wasn't expecting it. It was not something that I had anticipated. It was not something that I thought that I was capable of. And it wasn't something that I thought genuinely would be a reality. But, I couldn't do it without yous. I couldn't. I could. I do, I suppose. I don't get much input, but that's okay. It makes it a hell of a lot more fun knowing that I'm making at least one person a week giggle. That's all I ask for. All I want to do with my life is I want to make people laugh. I want to make people happy. And it's hard because people that see me in person, they go, well, he's very quiet. He's not, he doesn't say much. But really, that's my passion. That's all I want to do, right? So thank you. 20 of the best. 20 of the best, And you know what they say? It's 20 episodes. It's not quite a century. It's not quite 3/4 or a half century. It's nearly a quarter century, but it's a fifth of a century. And if I know a thing or two about maths, and I think I do, a fifth is more than a sixth. And I've never made it to a fifth before. So it's my first. I'm stoked. It's going to be a great episode full of celebrations and a very special treat, an exclusive, a first ever Finprov experience. And that's going to be, on today's episode, you're going to hear a voice other than my own. That's right. I'm talking about a special guest interview at the end of the episode. That's a little bit of clickbait, and that's something that's going to, stay tuned for the end, like they're doing every freaking video on Instagram or TikTok. Wait till the end, you'll be shocked. You wait to the end, you'll be shocked. And I guarantee you, it's not just going to be, it's not going to be me pretending to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not this, not that I ever did. Anytime he has appeared on the show in past iterations, it's been real. You wouldn't believe me, so there's no point trying to defend myself. But, yeah. We're going to have a guest on this episode. I'm stoked. I'm excited. Tell me who you think it's going to be. Pause the episode, send me a message, go, I think it'll be this person, and then listen to the rest, and you'll be shocked. It won't be me. That's all I'll say. It's not going to be me. So stay tuned for the end. But look, before we get into the show, into the meat and potatoes, the crux, because of course, if that's at the end, we've got to get through the start, the middle, and every single progression until we get to that final conclusion, the climax. Shit. Yeah. Climax, baby. Oh, shit. Gonna be extra spicy today. Before we get there, I honestly, I know I sound like a broken record, so I'll try to get it out the way quick, but it's like the worst segment of the entire show, and I have to keep friggin' bringing it up. And that, of course, is a shirt update. Now, again, the shirt, that was weeks ago, a month ago at this point. If you are still waiting for your shirt, and there's a few people, I'm so sorry. I'm at the point where I'm going to name and shame them. Optimal Print. That's who I went through for the first ever run. First ever merchandise drop. I got 20 to 25 in that ballpark orders. Stoked. I cannot thank you enough if you ordered. I mean, it means the absolute world to me. Honestly. My goal for the year was to make money from comedy. Just $1. I wanted to make, and I passed that at the start of the year. I can't thank people enough. But the first order I put through, and it's only like 7 shirts or something. It's not like it's 40 or something. They've lost it. It's been sitting in transmission, whatever, It's stuck. It was shipped on the 18th of January, and it has stayed put. On the day of record, it's 22/2/22. It's over a month, and it's just stuck. You follow the tracking list, it hasn't moved since. It was expected to be here by the 9th. So they even hedged their bets. They were like, we'll ship it the 18th. We'll give ourselves 3 to 4 weeks to get it out of there. It's obviously past that. I've been in touch with them about 7 freaking times, and every time it's been a different person. I've talked to August, Lovely, May, Ivan, bloody Igor, June and April. It's these weird names. It's like clearly just some call center thing that just, they're just flipping through. And every single time I'm like, what's the go? Where's the shirts? Can you give me any update, any information? They're not even for me. They're not for me. So can you give me anything? They just go, oh, look, sorry. We're really sorry about your frustration. We understand your pain. Look, we can confirm there's definitely been sent. So rest assured it'll be on its way soon. While we can't influence any particular orders, we'll just follow the tracking links provided, yeah? And if it's not, nothing's changed in the next 48 hours, get back in touch with us. Hope we've cleared this up for you. Well, you haven't, Ivan. You've not actually done that. I'm not satisfied. Because it's been about 7 times. Finally, I crack and I snap at them and I say, it's ridiculous. Give me some friggin' information. No, don't just say, it'll be here in 48 hours. It'll check in 48 hours because you told me it was going to ship soon. You told me with a few days. You told me it's coming. It's clearly not. It's clearly lost. I've said not one time did they offer a refund or a resend or anything helpful. They've not done their job once. So finally, I was like, give me a resend. Can you do something? Then they're like, oh, someone gets back to me. It's like, yep. I've looked into it. It'll be another month. It'll take another month to resend it. So I said, what the hell? Why? How come every other order I did came within days? Why is this one, the first order I put through, just a nightmare? It's the same style, same size, same material, same colors. There's nothing different about it. There's nothing unique about it. And again, it's only like 7 or 8 shirts. It's not like it's 50. What's up? And all they can tell me is, oh, it'll be here. That's it. Finally, someone goes, yep, I've done it for you. I've resent them. March 11. That's the date. I'm pissed off beyond belief because my hands are tired. So if you're still waiting, I apologize profusely. I know I said I'd try to keep it quick. Can't keep it quick. I'm so angry. I'm so upset. March 11. That's the date. And I can assure you, I'm never going through these bastards again. Never again. Drop number 2. I'm actually thinking if I might do them myself. So, might buy an old printing press, chuck on the old Kmart express delivery, bulk buy some shirts, and Bob's your uncle. Let's make some magic. That's what I'm thinking currently, but we'll see what happens. So again, March 11th. That's the date I've got. There's nothing I can do. That's the worst part. Look. Again, I'm sorry, I thought I'd try to keep that short. I can't. That was the condensed version. Just shows what a bloody nightmare it's been dealing with these people. Look, another nightmare dealing with people happened this weekend. Something interesting happened. I had a nice... I got a new job. So, thank you. And I unaccepted the role after the weekend, so don't boo me. Look. Yeah. What can I say? Doing an interview, it's for a cafe. I won't name and shame. Look, they're nice people, but, it's a veggie, vegan, hippy-dippy bullshit cafe. It's pretty much everything that I'm not. It's pretty much everything that I'm not. So the fit was never going to work, right? And then I was talking, just going in, and I'm just honest in my interview. So everyone loves me when I talk and stuff because, I don't hide nothing. I'm honest. I'm funny. I'm charismatic. I'm good. I'm a good storyteller. I'm fun to talk to. But you got to start the conversation. That's what I say. If a lot of people meet me in sports and things like that. I'm too competitive in that environment, so I'm not going to sport. If I'm not going to talk, if I'm working or I'm competing, I go into the mindset where I'm going to win. And if I'm trying to win, I'm not trying to make friends, It's terrible. It's great for progression. It's terrible for friendship. So that's my burden to bear, right? But anyway, I was talking, and then straight away, I was telling about how I love efficiency. I basically be the manager everywhere I've been, even if I don't have the title. So I want to train me as like this front of house manager, and I was like, sweet, let's do it. They're like, we'll give you a trial shift on the weekend. I'm expecting a trial shift. You think a trial shift is just, you give them a nice 3-hour casual shift, get you up to speed, let you freshen your legs. No, these guys give me a full 16 hours over the weekend, a 7 to 3 Saturday and a 7 to 3 Sunday. It's a 30-minute drive, so I'm getting up at 6 a.m. both days in the weekend to work trial shifts. And it's just a place where pretty much I've worked in those environments before, right? If you've worked in those environments, you pick, if you're not an idiot, you pick it up quick. Now, my problem with this place was I'm a quick learner. It doesn't take me much. If I'm just following procedures, I don't actually need much help. And I think a lot of these places are so used to hiring 16-year-old girls. 16-year-olds need to be more hands-on. You got to be hands-on to teach them, right? I've been a manager. You got to be more hands-on with them. I'm not a 16-year-old girl. I don't need much help. I am the type of person, show me how to do it a few times and then just leave me alone. I don't need you. Don't micromanage me. These people love micromanaging. And they might see that as being enthusiastic or friendly or thing. Don't micromanage me. Like, if you think I'm 2 minutes late on my break from coming back, even though I wasn't, why is that a deal breaker for you on day 2? There's a little bit left in the blender. Don't tell me it's waste. Get in my face telling me I'm wasting product and that needs to be in the cup. Okay, champion, if I put that in the cup, it's going to overflow. And before you say I did something wrong, I followed your instructions to the milliliter. I'm watching all your other stuff cut corners, but I'm the one you're nitpicking? What are we doing here? If you don't, and it's like, customers come in, right? And this was a cafe where they don't even order where I'm working. They order at the front, right? I'm in the back. They're not even ordering there. It's the type of place where, it's that hippy-dippy vibe, right? You got to be so unnecessarily friendly. Wish I had the big eyes and, hi guys, how are you today? Yeah, lovely. Look, just sit anywhere. Look, I'll be again, I'm not going to be serving. You guys know how to order? Yeah, so here, just order in the QR code or just pop out the front, okay? And anything you need, we'll be happy to help. Okay, thanks guys. I don't do that. I'll say g'day, but I let people sit down first, let them get themselves acquainted, then I'll go over. This guy's like, if within 3 seconds, if within 0.3 seconds of them walking in the door, you don't drop whatever you're doing, sprint to them, be in their face, big eyes, and, hi guys, how are we? What a day. You got your coffee on? I'm more of a juice man myself. If you don't do that, you're just not good enough. And if you don't actually quote what he says, it's not good enough. So that really drove me up the wall. I didn't like that too much. So it got to the, it became pretty clear. And then I was getting praised for doing it was like they didn't know. 1 minute they're treating me like I'm a 10-year employee who should know everything. So they're nitpicking everything I do. And on the other hand, they're praising me for the most basic things possible. When I do things, I don't need praise. I just want people to see it and follow the example. Recognize it, but don't praise me for something that's obvious. Oh, the thing said to change, they didn't want oat milk. Or, it was normally for full cream milk. They wanted oat milk. You don't got to make sure I'm doing it. I can read and I can actually process things. So I've got you covered. Don't then praise me for, you're so on top of it. Yeah, I can read. What do you mean? Oh, you made it so well. Oh, cool. I just followed the instructions. I was cleaning the freaking counter. I'm cleaning the counter. So what did I do? I took off all the stuff on the counter first, cleaned it, then put them back on. The owner's coming up to me like, wow, such a good job. No one's ever taken the stuff off the counter before cleaning. And I nearly pissed myself. I went, you're on my ass for leaving 3 milliliters left in the blender, yet you're praising me for wiping the table after taking the stuff off. What is that? How else? How? My brain nearly fried. How else would you clean it? Oh, no one ever gets under the counters that much when they sweep. Well, what? How else would you do it? I'm not Superman over here. I gotta say one thing though, from the cafe. One interesting experience. It was a vegan cafe, right? I tried vegan bacon. Now, I'm a meat man. More than that, though, I'm a dairy man. I have like half-litre milk minimum a day. I just bloody love the stuff. That's why my bones are so strong. Vegan bacon, gotta say, it's alright. It is like eating a dog biscuit, though. It's like eating a Schmackos. And sometimes you give your dog a treat. You take that whiff, and it's like the forbidden fruit. I've taken a nibble, once or twice. I can't lie. It's never that good. But you kind of get it. You go, all right, Charles, I get it. I kind of see what you're getting. That's what vegan bacon's like. It's just like eating a dog biscuit. It is all right though. It's pretty nice. I can't complain. Yeah, it is nice. It's not bacon though. It's a dog. It's a Schmackos. It's definitely Schmackos. Had vegan sour cream as well. I don't know what the hell difference vegan sour cream, normal sour cream is. It's tasted. It's it's the same thing. So I guess that was fun to experience. Oh yeah, I guess that was fun. But it kind of just, yeah, it just gave me flashbacks to the last cafe I worked at, where the last cafe tried firing me for theft. Yeah. They tried firing me for theft. Not sure if I talked about this. And you might be sitting there going, Jesus, Finton, was it times that tough? What were you stealing money? You're stealing tips? You're stealing the credit card? No, I was stealing sandwiches. Yeah, apparently I was stealing sandwiches and a coffee. So, because I was under the impression, because I asked the owner what the go was with food on your break, because most hospitality places provide, if you're working a full day with a break, they'll provide you with you get a free lunch. That's usually the vibe. That was the impression I was under, and for 4 months, I would order the same sandwich with my name, with a please and thank you on the receipt, put it through the system. Every single person, owners, baristas, chefs, dish hands, everyone's watching me do it. Everyone's seen me give the ticket to the cook. Everyone's seen me receive my food. Not one single time, not even once did anyone question whether I was paying for it. Did anyone say nothing? So how the hell am I going to be under any other impression that this is A-OK? Until one day, like 4 months after I've been started doing it, the owner comes in after I've worked an 8-hour day and he's like, do you know why I'm here? I'm like, no, what? Excuse me? No, why would I know? No, you're never here. Why would I know why you're here? And he's like, oh, this letter here is it's your termination letter. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, for theft. And I went, what the hell am I stealing? Because I was thinking, when he said that, for the last week, they'd lost the credit card. And they never questioned anyone for stealing it. They lost the credit card, which ends in Smith, which is my last name. I could have taken that. I have access to the till, access to the credit card, access to their entire stock inventory, which they don't do nothing with, because my second shift there, what did I find? Oh, I found a dead bird. A dead bird that was mummified, so it hadn't just arrived there. And between us, it wasn't the only one I found there in my 6 months. If I found some stuff and I had access to some stuff, I could have taken anything I wanted. There's no cameras, right? But he was trying to fire me for theft, for taking sandwiches, for free food. And when I said, why has no one ever said anything ever to me before? They went, yeah, well, I had to investigate. And so I went through the system and yeah, I can see all these things. Oh, is it because they all have my name on it? Am I the dumbest criminal of all time? Because I was dumbfounded. I'm like, wow, you're right. I stole sandwiches by putting my name to it, a please and thank you, putting it through the system every time, not disguising myself, and taking it in clear view of everyone. I was like, how did I not get away with it? Freaking Scooby-Doo over here. God, meddling kids. I was so close. It was the perfect heist. It was the perfect heist. Rats. So, yeah, and when I argued that, he couldn't give me an answer. And when I said, I'll pay you right now, if it's such a big problem, again, why on earth did you not tell me this before? Why, for 4 months, no one said boo? But now it's theft. So I said, I'll pay for it all right now if it's such a big deal. And he said, it's not about the money. And I said, what? You're trying to fire me for theft, but it's not about the money. Well, Luke, what the hell is it about? What? How can theft not be about money? And I was like, well, what do you want me to do? And then he's like, look, yeah, you're going to fire me. And then I was upset because I was crying because I get so angry because I was like, this is I do absolutely everything here. These guys don't rotate any stock. They don't check any stock. They don't label anything. They don't clean any dishes. They don't monitor their temperatures. They don't clean the store. They half-ass every single thing they do. Again, I found 2 dead birds while I worked there. Their milk fridge, milks would leak and they would leave that congealing milk that would freeze over for a month. They would just leave it there. They would not get rid of the thing. They would leave all of their they would get their stock and leave all of their checklists just in the fridge, piling up. meaning that the deliveries could be half-assing. They could be short-changing them every single time they deliver, and this company would not have a single leg to stand on because they'd be like, well, we gave you the thing. It's signed there. Just dumbasses. Just absolutely dumb. So anyway, he goes from firing me to then going, oh, all your shifts are taken for the week. Then he goes to you can look, have the next 2 days off and you come in there. Then as I'm leaving, this dude has the audacity, because I'd had a free coffee there, and I said, do I need to pay for this as well, or can I have this free coffee? And he's like, you can have the coffee. And then as I'm walking, crying, pissed off, this guy's like, oh, do you want this free loaf of bread? Because 10 minutes ago, I'd been offered the free food because they always had extra stock and stuff that they'd give. So I left it there, and he's like, do you want the free bread? And I told him, are you serious? You're trying to fire me for theft, for stealing food, yet you're offering me free food. What? So then later that night he calls me and he goes, you can come in tomorrow. We'll pretend like this nothing ever happened. So I unloaded on him, told him he had 0 legs to stand on. It was unfair termination at its finest, every single which way you look at it. It was disrespectful, it was unfair, it was untrue, it was unfounded. He's an idiot. And then he gets defended going, oh no, I do have every right, it's my business, I can do whatever I want. I go, absolutely no, you can't, mate. You can't. How the hell are you going to fire someone? Then you go to having a week off, then you go to having a day off, then you tell me I can come in tomorrow like nothing ever happened? So I quit, never heard boo back. It's like this cafe, I send them a nice email saying, oh, don't want to waste your time, wanting you guys to do the best, nothing but the best. Never heard boo. You know, I think it'll always been my issue. I can never look at any job I do as not being my name on the door. And when I mean that, I don't mean that I go in there cocky and arrogant and going, I know everything, I'm the best, here's what you're doing wrong, here's what you're doing. You know, I do that internally, but not out loud. It just means that if there's any problems with the store, I view it as a problem with me. So if I want my reputation to be here, I want the store's reputation to be here. Because the store's here, then I'm here. If the store's here, then I view myself as here. That's how I operate. So you won't find a harder worker. But I don't view the customer as number one. No. Because they're not number one. Because a customer is a human being. And I'm a human being. So why are they on a pedestal? If you want to be an asshole, you're going to get treated like one. If you're dumb, you're going to get treated like that. If you want to make a complaint, and I know that I have every leg to stand on, you're going to see all 3 of my legs. You know what I mean? As when I worked at Domino's, I was the manager. I loved it. I got to do the classic, oh, can I speak to the manager? I went, yep, duck down, turn around. I'm the manager. What's up? What's here? What do you want to do? They're dumbfounded. It's like this time, right? These guys, 10 minutes before we close, they're a 30-minute delivery, right? I've got one driver, he's already on 4 deliveries. These guys are a 20-minute guarantee. With the pizza, right? 10 minutes before we close, extra garlic sauce, extra prawns, and extra tomatoes. 3 things I think we can all agree, pretty soggy, pretty wet. They got a fair bit of liquid in there, right? So, of course, the pizza comes out, it's shit. Because of course it is. There's no way that pizza doesn't get shit. Bro, you're ordering from Domino's. You're not ordering from a 5-star establishment. If you order from a fancy restaurant, a wood-fire pizza oven restaurant, it might come out nicer. But this thing, of course, is soggy. Because there's 3 soggy ingredients that you ordered extra of. Then, I've only got one driver. You're 30 minutes away. He's got to come back. It's sitting there. What do you expect? So they complain, telling me it's soggy, tell me all this. And I said, I just told them straight up, what did you expect? They go, oh, this isn't good enough. We ordered extra. It's soggy. We can't even eat it. I went, put it in the oven. What are you going to do? What did you expect, bro? What did you expect? You ordered 3 soggy ingredients and then you complain they're soggy. Oh, wow. Someone failed year 10. Oh, what do you mean? And they're saying, we want this free stuff, because that was always the policy, Oh, just give them free stuff. And I went, no. Bro, if they're not right, why would I, our job is to serve them food, not serve them, period. Customer's not number one. We're all number one, baby. So yeah, I told them that. I said, what are you going to do about it? I said, you know where I'm working. Show up. Show up. Did they? No. I guess the point of that is be true to yourself. Just be true to yourself. And I guess I got to, guys, if this doesn't work out, this right here, I mightn't have many options left. So really, if you can like, rate, comment, subscribe, and maybe use the website, please, for the love of Christ, this might be my only option. Okay? Thanks, guys. I am thinking I'm gonna want to start trying to get some like extra roles, acting. But it's sort of becoming apparent. I don't really work well with others. I'm not an aggressive person or confrontational by any means. I'm friendly. I'm cordial. I'm not cordial. No, buddy lime. Give me the stuff. I'll just have it straight. Oh, buddy with the clouds, mate. No. Cordial. What a weird invention there. You always had those kids that drank way too much of it. And then, I don't know about you, but I was a house where I wasn't allowed it. So you go over to friends. Oh, it was like snorting coke. You were high off the stuff. You're having it straight. I'll have raspberry, lime, and orange. I don't give a shit. I need a hit. Daddy needs his fix. And then it's like you get past like 12 and you just never even see the stuff. You don't even see it in supermarkets anymore. You just don't see the stuff. It's such a weird thing. It's like we have fairy bread, right? Fairy bread's a childhood classic, right? I've got sprinkles in the house, bread and butter. I could make it any day I wanted, but it just doesn't feel right. And why is that? We've lost our innocence. We've lost our innocence. Yeah, it's just water. I was just checking. Yep, it's just water. Look, something else that I see, on my favorite place, the internet, which I think we can all agree, and I think it's pretty clear through this through the history of the show. I bloody love the place. I can't get enough of it. Internet comedy is the best. It's great, and it's definitely worthwhile. And I'm jealous as heck. I'm not on the train. I've got to start doing my dances. Ha ha ha! You betcha. Something I see in there a lot, though, well, there's two. One is, why can't old people do anything by themselves? Why can't they? And when I mean that, I don't mean that why can't old people do things by themselves, that's so weird, that's yuck. I mean that every single time you see an old person doing anything on the internet, if they're by themselves, it's always with the caption and some sad music like, oh my god, my heart breaks. This is so emotional. It'll be an old dude eating ice cream by himself, and it'll be, oh my god, my heart breaks, guys. Be nice to your grandparents and your partners. You never know when you're going to leave them. It'll be a guy on a roller coaster walking his dog in a park. It'll be a woman getting her hair done. Every single time there's an old person doing anything by themselves on the internet, automatically it's, oh my god, their partner's dead. Oh, gone in the prime of their life. Oh, why don't their grandkids love them? Guys, maybe it's just me. I don't quite remember the law that says that old people can't do nothing by themselves. Otherwise, it's sad, lonely, pathetic, it's embarrassing, it's heartbreaking. Why? If Gregory wants to go to a cafe and have his coffee and cake by himself, why is it automatically, oh my god, Margaret must be dead? No, he's just trying to escape her. Why is he automatically, why is he automatically lonely? Even you see ones where it'll be a grandparent with their grandchild and the grandchild will be on their phone and it's like, oh my god, guys, you don't know how much time they have left. This is heartbreaking. Spend time with your grandparents. She just wants to connect to you. Bro, little Timmy's probably showing his grandpapa his Town Hall 7. Granddad's probably at Town Hall 10. He's going, Granddad, Papa, Grandpappy, I just got my Barbarian King. It's 10,000 Dark Elixir. How's yours in level 35? Where's the context? But immediately you see that and the captions and everything is, oh my god, heartbreaking. Just show you care. Guys, old people, love them, kind of boring. Huh? I think we can all agree. Kind of boring. Maybe Grandmama Susan's like, this kid doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. That's my phone. He has had so much damn cordial, he doesn't stop. He was crying in the supermarket, crying in the movie, crying at McDonald's. Now we're getting coffee and cake. I just want him to shut up. I need this. This pain in my eyes isn't because we're not connecting. It's because he didn't shut up earlier. I hate the internet. I hate the stuff. Another thing that I see, and that's ironic. It's like my caption on Instagram. I trying to make comedy, but I hate the comedy scene. I mean, it's real hard for me. It's a hard place. You got to feel for me. It's hard, right? Another thing though I see on the internet is place, like Lad Bible, um, um, yeah, Lad Bible, places like that. Those, pages, right? Love posting a video or post or anything, and they always caption it with thoughts. Now, sometimes the thoughts will be on something like, it's like it makes sense if it's something like, oh, Donald Trump wins again, thoughts, or Michael Jordan named not greatest player of all time again, thoughts, things like that where it's actual debate. That makes sense. Some of the things are so mind-boggling to me because there's only one. There's nothing there. I saw the other day a post saying that koalas are now listed as endangered. Thoughts? What do you mean thoughts, lad bibble? What possible thoughts other than that sad are there? Who's going, it's about time. It's about bloody time. Who's going, man, I've hit 12 of them in the last year. It's good to know that what I'm doing is making a difference. Who's doing, what debate are you opening up? Oh man, I was bloody hoping that kangaroos were going to be listed endangered first, but there goes my multi. But, it's the fun of it. It's the thrill of it. It's still good to see. Who's going? Sad, but there's worse. What's the point? What insightful? What debate are you? It's just dumb. Oh, man shoots 4 people in the head. Thoughts? What? Oh, yeah, well... Oh, actually, how many bullets did he use? Because, look, if he shot them all in the head, did he line them up or, what? Oh, but, their head's a bit brutal. We should have shot them in the bloody heart at least. So, clean shot. Who's going, oh, well, why didn't he shoot 10? He was like, what debate are you opening up? It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Something else that made me feel really dumb is, right, when I go on walks and stuff, I have like major undiagnosed ADHD. Like I got a lot of issues, right? But when I go on walks, I bring a ball with me everywhere. I can't go on a walk just without a ball. I need something to hold. Say if it's not a ball, it's a water bottle. I always bring a water bottle with me everywhere. Because A, thirsty boy. B, hydration king. C, I like to wet my beak. D, I need something to hold, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna bring the Italian hands out like I do in the podcast every single week. Oh, that was kind of smooth. That's not a bad transition, is it? That's shit. Am I in the Jabberwockies? that was. Oh, that's not bad. That is kind of tight. If you're listening to audio, I'm doing the wave. I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of tight though. I'm not, it's pretty impressive. I'd watch the video if I were you. But yeah, I bring a ball with me everywhere, right? And when you bring a footy and stuff around with you, you're gonna get the occasional, oh, give me the ball, just some sketch bloke. The other day, some sketch bloke saying, oh, chuck the ball, and I just ignore them because I actually want to keep it. I don't want to have it stolen. And then it's like, oh, you're a dog. You're an idiot. You're a dickhead. You're just okay. You got me. You get ones you want in the car. And they're like, oh, do a kick or something. It's like, someone understands comedic timing. But there was just one time I was walking, right, and had my headphones in, and I was going past this old couple, and the old guy says, "Oh, pass us the ball." And I took the headphone out, and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, pass us the ball." And I was like, I sort of sized up. I was like, well, I guess it's just an old guy, so if he tries to steal it, I've got him covered, right? It was an AFL ball, and I was like, it's an old guy though. It's like 70 plus. Like how? And I just had this internal dilemma, like how hard do I throw the ball at him? I don't want to peg it at him, but he was kind of far. It was like 10 meters away or something. So it's like I still got to put some effort into it. But how far do I throw it? It's an AFL ball. Do I punch it on? Do I kick it? Do I league throw it? What do I do? Anyway, this 10-second debate in my head culminated in the weakest throw I've ever done in my entire life, where I essentially was like throwing to a toddler, and I just kind of threw it in the air, and it fell like a meter short of him, and then just hit him in the ankles. And then I felt like a dumbass, and immediately got emasculated by this old man, who then bends down, picks it up, looks at me like I've never seen a football, and pegs it at me. And then, you gotta do that awkward, haha, see ya, and I just run off into the night. I think I made the right decision, but I wish I at least could have hit him in the chest. No, I just had to watch it. And it was like one of those things where you just feel like everyone's stopping you and watching you. And they're not, but that's what it feels like. And I just throw it, and it just hits the ground, hits his ankles. Now I'm making this old guy bend down. I'm like, oh. The wife's looking at me like, oh, his back. Think of his back, Vinton. I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt him. And then he belted it into me like full force. I'm like, oh. Old people, huh? Look, that was an internal debate. Some other internal debates have been happening to me recently is, I went swimming the other day. I hadn't been swimming for a while. Now, I used to be a freak athlete, a specimen, right? A state staple, right? Swimming. And my best stroke was always backstroke. Which is ironic because nowadays, I hate backstroke. Backstroke, how disorientating can one stroke be? Now, I have heard of strokes that have been more disorientating. Not quite in the field, but definitely more disorientating than backstroke. But that one is the worst. And you're just looking, even when I was good at it, I was a state staple in backstroke, I was always disorientated. But nowadays, it's like you start doing it, especially in a crowded pool. How much of an idiot do you feel? And you're worrying about like, oh, where's the line? You're looking for the flags. It's like, am I going to hit the thing? Am I going to stay in a straight? And you look up, and then you're swerving, and you're out of it. And then it's like, when do I turn to hit the wall? What do I do? I hate it. I hate it so much. Another thing that happens with me in swimming now is when you do breaststroke, every single time I do it, in my head, it's like, I'm certain that my legs are going to go into the other lane. So if I pass someone, I just stop. I have to stop, wait till they pass me, and then I'll do my stroke. Because I feel like I cannot comprehend in my head that my legs aren't going to go through the lane. Even though I'm pretty aware that I don't have 4-meter legs. My calves are big, but they're not that long. So I know that that's not going to happen. But I can't help but feel it. You know what I mean? Anyone else have that problem? You're doing your breaststroke, and you're passing someone in the other lane. You're on the left, they're coming on the right, and you just sort of stop, wait till they pass you for a second, then you continue. Especially when I'm in the budgies. When I'm in the budgies, it's like, man, I'm already risking this dump truck poking through, bursting through. Everyone's seeing the dark side of the moon, I'm already risking too much. I don't want to now kick you, and it's just like, diving in those things. It's like, you basically dive with your hands friggin' held. I'm not trying to show you my Franken beans, you know what I mean? Diving just head first. But it's good for your soul, huh? But look, it brings us to this time of the episode. If you're paying attention earlier, I did promise a guest, a very special guest. Let's give him a call, Let's see what happens. I've never done an interview before, so we'll see if we make it past the minute mark. All right. Hello. Hello. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Georgia.
Georgia. Oh. It's the first ever guest on the Finprov podcast. How do you feel?
I'm extremely honoured.
You should be. You should be. For the first, probably the last, though, if you do a bad job. All right. So tell the people, who are you?
I'm Georgia, and
yeah, we already covered that. Very interesting.
Thank you. And I'm the host's girlfriend.
Oh, are you?
yes.
Well, I wouldn't call it that serious, huh? We wouldn't go that far. We know each other. We know each other. What do you do with yourself?
I currently am stuck in horrendous traffic with people honking their horns at me. Because I work in Sutherland as a disability support worker, and I go to university.
So I nearly fell asleep there. A little bit boring. That's okay. Look. How was your day? You have a good day? Yeah.
Yes, it was great. It was pretty torrential rain driving, but other than that, it was pretty good.
You're a stickler about this bloody driving, huh? all you seem to talk about. That's all you seem to talk about. That's okay.
At least I don't talk about the podcast 24/7.
Excuse me?
Someone, please, for the love of God, listen to him so my date nights are no longer ruined.
They do listen, so someone doesn't understand comedy. Look, you've been mentioned a few times on the podcast. Is there anything you want to clear up? Anything you feel like has been misleading?
Well, for one, I'm not weird.
Well, you're not doing a good job at explaining that.
Well, I'm not weird with my dreams. I'm not like the dreamer when you talked about my Bob's Burgers like dreams.
Yeah, but would you argue that it was not a weird thing to wake up to?
Yeah, but it's not as weird as waking up to like someone moaning in your ear for no apparent reason.
Who would do that?
You.
Me.
Yes.
As I've said to you in private, where's your proof?
I'm sleeping. There's no proof.
Oh, you're sleeping, so it doesn't wake you up.
Yeah, well, it does wake me up, but I'm not going to get my phone and record it.
Why not?
Because I'm tired and annoyed because you probably just punched me in the face.
Yeah, because you're in your stupid dreams where you're a character in the show, but you're not even one of the main characters. You're just a background character watching someone flip burgers.
Clear up is that a fear of birds is real.
No, it's not. They can't hurt you. If you were scared of pterodactyls, I would understand that. What's a bird gonna do?
They can hurt you. They've pecked people. They've died.
How?
Did you hear about the lady? She died from the magpie swooping her.
All I know is I've never been attacked once. I can feed them by hand. I say every single time I see a magpie, I say, "You look very handsome today." I give them a wave and a smile and a cheeky little finger, that finger gun and a wink. And I've never been attacked once. We had ice cream yesterday, didn't we? And you were shitting yourself, weren't you?
Yes.
Because of the magpies.
Yes.
And did they attack you?
No.
Oh, so what was there to be scared of?
Well, they nearly did.
When?
Just drop it, okay?
Okay. Anything else you want to? I did give you some praise though. I did credit you as the one that cleaned up the dog poo.
I did, and that was horrible. It was horrifying.
I was pretty brave though, wasn't I? I did offer to help out.
No, you stood upstairs the whole time and just like gagged so loud. I thought you were going to throw up, and there wasn't even any shit left on the ground. I'd already cleaned it all up.
But did I not put on a mask and gloves and with the intentions to help?
You put on a mask and gloves with quote intentions to help. You were never going to help.
But I did make the effort to.
Yeah, you can call it that.
Okay, well, I would. Look, another thing that gets talked about in the show is your intelligence. Would you think? How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
10, obviously. I'm very smart. I'm a university student here, not just, and I've got a very nice job. Someone just sitting at home.
Well, this is a job. It is a job. As you stated earlier, it's all I bloody talk about, isn't it? So.
Yeah, well, it's not a job.
It's a job that you take home with you. So. I got paid. I did make money earlier in the year, didn't I? So.
Okay.
Which one? And I went to the academically selective.
I've just made that amount today.
Pardon?
Actually. I've just made that amount today. So.
Well. Okay. What's your point?
It's not a real job.
Yes, it is.
No.
We spoke about this off air. Just because I don't... Yeah, it is.
You could probably make more money selling feet pics.
Well, I might. Anyway, look, so I thought I'd bring you some riddles.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 4 riddles. What do you think you're going to get out of 4?
5.
Did you just say 5? Did you just say 5?
No, I said
Is it-
I don't know.
Did you say 5?
I'm concentrating.
It sounded like
I said
5.
I don't know.
All right. Okay. Riddle number 1. Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that your final answer? Oh, g'day, mate. I don't know. Well, that's the shit question, isn't it? Wrong. It's are you asleep yet?
Yeah, all right.
Do you understand
Next
it?
question.
Do you understand it?
Yes, I understand it. Next question.
Unlikely. What is full of holes but still holds water?
What is what?
What is full of holes but still holds water?
What is Fort Holes?
What?
Do you mean?
Oh my god, open your ears. What is full of holes? Holes, but still
has water.
holds water.
A spaghetti strainer.
What? 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 How does a spaghetti strainer hold water?
It doesn't. That's the point.
No, what? No, the question is, what is full of holes but still holds water? And you gave me something that is incapable of holding water. And then you said, well, that's the point.
Okay, sorry. The road? Like,
The road? Do you say the road?
yeah, but a road has potholes.
But how does a road hold water?
When it's raining, obviously.
But it doesn't hold the water.
Yeah, it does. The potholes do.
Look, we'll move on. The answer was a sponge.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that.
I guess
I was close with the spaghetti strainer.
Well,
I was at the right area.
I guess I did go in the intent to make you look somewhat bad in this, but you were doing that all by yourself. All right, this one, another one. What month of the year has 28 days?
February. Oh no, every month of the year.
What? Is that your final answer?
Yeah, every month of the year.
Congratulations, you've got one.
Thank you.
All right. Question 4, last one. The
Okay.
more of this there is, the less you see. What is it?
The more of this there is.
The more of this there is, the less you see. What is it?
The sky.
What? What?
I don't know. I don't have
What?
Okay.
Why would it be the sky?
time.
What?
I don't know.
The more of time there is, the less you see.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. This one's tricky. The sky.
The more of this there is, the less you see.
Can I have a hint?
It's
Give me a category.
I guess it's kind of like sky. It starts with a D.
Darkness.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Well done. You got 1 out of 3.
It's 2 out of 2. 2 out of 4.
God, you're doing my job for me, aren't you? All right. Well, that was. How do you find being on the show? What are your final words before we leave this? We finish this interview.
My final words are hopefully, I'll laugh if this what makes you blow up.
The show was already on a knife's edge. I think you pushed us off the cliff.
Wasn't. And I kind of hope it does. Yeah, someone for the love of God listen. Pay him attention because I'm sick.
But bad phone connection there. Just bad phone connection at the end there. That's a shame. But just bad phone connection. Yeah, look, anyway. That concludes episode 20. The 20th special. I mean, the 5th of a century, you know. Only 5 more eps. And we're at the quarter century, baby. Another special. Maybe we'll bring the guest back. You let me know. You like the guest? Yeah. I think it was obvious. I did make it up on the fly. So you get what you get. Look, that brings us to the end of another episode. I'm your host, as always, Finton Delicious Aloysius. Hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you all back next week. Take care, and goodbye.